Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video we are taking a look at Nvidia stock in the paradise, guys, and we'll take a look at AMD, ARM, Broadcom, SMCI, Micron, and if time allows, today I'll also cover TSM and well, Intel also. All right, so with that, guys, please hit the like and subscribe, and also please note none of this is any financial advice and it's only for education purposes. Please do your own thing. I'm just sharing here my opinion, nothing more than that. All right, let's jump right into it. So Nvidia, guys, structure is being still bullish. You already know this from the time we formed a pivot over here, and I have been talking about it that if Nvidia can continue to form a higher pivot than the previous ones or close to double bottom as well, and once we then get into an out of blue box, the structure is full on bullish on the swing side as well. But most importantly, this is better traded as intraday, right? And I have been saying that traded intraday. But yeah, my swing bot has given a long position on this here already, and that also been in profits. Position is still running. If you have access to my tools, you already know that. If you need access to my tools, links are in the description below this video. And also, guys, the all in all, on the premises of Nvidia, we have these, whenever these big cap stocks, they have these type of sell-offs, going down, they just don't fall off like in a single line, right? And this is something I always say, that the previous levels are tested, and Nvidia is doing that. It's most likely going for this $140 test. It's not far away from it. It's just $5 away. It can do that in just a day, right? Then we'll see if this just trades break out or does some pullbacks, and then if it holds some other levels, which once they will form, we'll talk about those. But yeah, so right now structure is full on bullish. This is most likely very similar, the structure, to back here when we were having this retest of this bearish engulfing candle, right? We did zigzag, went up, retested. There is no guarantee that the same pattern is going to repeat. It's just that it's the same retest, most likely is that's going to happen up here as well. We are not far away from it. Now, but still, again, like it all depends on how the structure continues to hold day by day. And that's why through these distribution phases, I like to stay in the intraday trades. But anyway, swing position was also opened on my bot, and yeah, that's also profitable so far. Now, what to look for going from here on Nvidia? Well, guys, first of all, structure is full on bullish. If you have a swing position, take partial profits. All right. Structure on Nvidia from where the price is right now will still remain bullish. Even if we do a sell-off, structure still will remain bullish overall until 128.15 around. All right. Intraday, let's talk about that. What are the possible trades that could be taken on Nvidia for that? So let's go to the hourly interval. Look at this thing just climbing up the ladder. There's no stopping this thing. Okay, I'm just gonna adjust something real quick here on my indicator, guys, just to do medium here. Just because this thing is not moving that much but still climbing, I want to do, because there's a little bit less volatility than usual on Nvidia, so I just wanted to handle that as well in the picture here. So what we have here is yeah, so we have higher highs, higher lows, right? I mean, no doubts about that. For intraday, we have to watch some levels. Like this is the pivot I'm seeing, all right? That is at 133.78 on intraday level. This is the level. As long as we stay above it, we are still bullish. There's also another level actually, well, intraday, all right? And then this is this level of 135.08. So if Nvidia loses 135.08, you can expect some cool off, but 133.81 is still a good support on Nvidia intraday. Any pullback, even if it comes down to this trend line that we have on the structural support, guys, that will still on intraday level will give it an upside. Nvidia, even if it still starts selling off, pullback starts to come, you again don't buy a falling knife. Like when you see these, even let's say you start seeing these red candles, you don't buy like, oh, there's a red candle, buy here. No, let the pullback happens, let it come to these significant levels like these areas of trend lines, moving averages, and these red lines that I'm providing you. And then you are seeing that, oh, price action is having a wick down there at those important levels, right? With this trend line or whatnot and moving averages. Oh, next candle is now looking like this uptrend is going to continue higher with this, buying is continuing, and we are seeing that wick with the previous wick form, this candle has held on to the buying pressure, right, for the hourly interval, and that's the time you continue higher. So this is something you have to watch even when the pullback happens. But yes, so Nvidia is overall still bullish for at least tomorrow. Any deeper pullback, as if it comes, once the structure starts to hold at those important levels, that will just be a buy in my opinion. That's better trade it as a buy. If you're a really good short scalper, you can still trade, like if you see like a reversal upon the extensions, right, like these wicks forming, sell-off coming, you can play short as well. But better to stay, if it's easy to trade and not always confuse yourself, right? It's easy to stay in the direction, stay with the structure, let the pullback happens, and then you can trade to the upside. But yes, intraday you can trade both sides. It's just more likelihood of being successful is when you just trade with the structure, right? That's that. All right, so that's Nvidia, guys. Let's go to AMD now. So AMD, as you know, I have been saying that 185 is the next target, and you're already aware about all these areas I provided. Until any pullback comes in these areas, we are just bullish. We got bought back up in those areas. From here, AMD, yeah, it's still bullish. At this point, we have to go to the hourly interval, but overall structure on this, guys, is still going to remain bullish even until the level of 178 and 94 cents, even if it does a pullback there. Yeah, AMD is full on bullish. If it wants, it can just keep continuing higher through the pullbacks. Let's go to the hourly interval and let's talk about their things. So where we are right now, I would say, well, this is quite a good supply zone. Watch this level. If intraday this thing starts to sell off again, just because there's a huge supply zone sitting here, then this would be the zone. If it goes up, fails here, and then breaks below 184 and 88 cents, some cool off can be expected. I would suggest let it break 20 hours moving average as well. Otherwise, let the pullback happens. If 20 hours moving average give it a support, I would not want to go below 180 though. That's a good support on this structural support. So that's still, any pullback at this level can still be bought back up as long as these levels hold those structures, right? But yes, overall structure is still bullish on AMD, and yeah, we can just continue higher. Let me actually adjust for AMD case a little bit over here. We go. Yeah, and here are some other important levels that you can see for some breaks and to the upside, right? But yeah, you have zones to see. AMD is still bullish in my opinion, as long as we don't break below 179 and 96 cents. Until then, any pullback is just still a buy. Intraday, we are still bullish. Structure is bullish, guys. Higher highs, higher lows. Once we start to lose like 108 and almost $80 or 179 or something, then intraday cool off may come. But yeah, stay with the structure. And if you stayed with the structure and all these plays I have provided you, you are taking profits in the extensions already now, and time to take good positions were back here, right, when I provided these structures. All right, that's AMD. Let's take a look at ARM now. The blue box I provided down here until this 177.36 cents, any pullback until then is just a buy, was a buy on this. Structure is still bullish on ARM, and if we break above 188 and 71 cents, it can just continue higher. This will not become bearish until we lose 170 and 70 cents without going further up. All right, structure on ARM is full on bullish right now. Levels to watch on the hourly interval for potential continuation. So you can already see that this trend line that I provided you, this is where we got the pullback today, got bought back up. Simple, easy peasy, not even difficult to trade, right? So that's, there you go. All right, let's take a look at Broadcom. All right, let me load it up. Okay, it's slowing down a little bit, but is it strong or weak enough? What do we make out of it? So structure technically is bullish on this thing. If we break above this level of 1766, it's a continuation to the upside. For the downside though, we would want to lose something else though. Like, yeah, you can say today is some sell-off game at that very triple test, right? Intraday short may come, guys, if we lose 20 and 50 hours moving average tomorrow together with the loss of 1740. Then intraday short may come. Yeah, this is the level to watch. Otherwise, no. Yeah, Structure can still remain zigzaggy or upside, but this is the level 1740 to watch tomorrow for Broadcom. Now, let's take a look at SMCI, then Micron, and we'll see how we are on time then. And then I'll talk about Intel. We'll see Intel and TSM as well, all right? SMCI. So, yeah, that's fine. Structure is still bullish, guys. Pullback game, right? And I have been saying that we are still bullish on the overall structure. One of those areas was that blue box. Let's get rid of that now. Yeah, until 20 days moving average, that's the pullback is coming. That's fine. Structure is still bullish on this thing. Let's go to the hourly interval and let's take a look at some deeper levels here. So yeah, this is, yeah, guys, still holding a good pivot, good structure. It tried to go a little bit lower, but it got back up again. SMCI for trades, well, if it continue above tomorrow this level of 910, it can continue higher intraday. A downside, I would avoid playing the downside, but some weakness can be traded intraday if we lose 882 and 92 cents area with these two pivots. If we retest it here again, this time most likely it's going to go lower. That's your SMCI. Micron, let's go to the daily interval first. So as I talked about in the morning as well, that this thing is showing some upside again. So downside play I talked about from here on furthermore, only if we lose this blue box to the downside. But yeah, that play never occurred because we never broke that level. Now going up to the upside, and the level I provided you was yesterday, is if we get above this level now of 134 and 11 cents, it can continue higher, and it's doing that. So once we got out of it, it's been climbing up. Now, as long as we continue to hold 200 hours moving average, 20 hours moving average, just a place to play the upside with the stop loss on the other side. You can have a stop loss below 134 and 13 cents, but intraday this can be played upside as long as it stays above that level. One play was today as well above this level. And I would only stay intraday on this thing. I don't want to do a swing, but if you, again, do whatever you want to do. But for the swing, I would also want to see it above 20 days moving average. But yeah, intraday positions, you know, you can turn into swing as long as direction keeps holding, right? So that's that. All right, let's take a look at Intel. All right, so yeah, structure being bullish on this thing. Today you can see pullback, got bought back up. I talked about it yesterday, guys, right? We got out of this consolidation and structure is looking good on this. Again, this is, guys, here's the thing. If we stay above $33.61, you know, let me actually mark this here. You know, we can continue higher. If we lose that, you can then look for $32.24, this area. As long as this is the area, if you can build your position, try to play to the upside. Anytime if we break below this level, $31.39, get out of this play. It's not worth it. It's only a play if it stays above these two red lines or between and above these two red lines, size in, size out position, but it's a long-term play. I'm not going to trade in Intel intraday. It can go choppy real quick. Volume can get out of it really soon. It's just not worth it intraday. TSM. So TSM, guys, been going up and up and up and up. No stopping this thing. Structure is bullish on this thing. At this point, yeah, the pullbacks are getting bought back up. This is the zone 184.96 cents. As long as we are above it, we are just bullish. Getting above 192.85 cents, just a continuation to the upside. If we for the weakness, you want to see first it lose 20 days moving average and then lose one of these pivots areas like 182.46 cents. And then eventually 176 and 41 cents, then only it will become weaker. Otherwise, no, you can see it's clearly in an higher highs, higher lows trend. So yeah, structure on this is still bullish. Guys, that's it for this video. If you found it helpful, valuable, please hit the like, subscribe. And if you need access to my tools, links are in the description below of this video. And I'll see you in my next videos, guys. Take care. Bye.